Hello everyone, Sandy Cruz here with digitallyspeaking.net. Today's video I'm going to show you the brand new iPlanner layouts. There are two new layouts, and these are the 2016 planners. But as a bonus with the planners, you get the remainder of 2015. So that makes them essentially 18-month planners, and they run from July 2015 to December 2016. There's three layouts. There's a daily, where you have a day per page, and then there is a weekly, and there's two weeklies actually, and those are the new ones. One layout is horizontal and the other layout is vertical. Before we go to my iPad, I want to show you what happens when you download the file. And I get quite a few emails about this. When you make your purchase, you need to download it to your computer. I get emails where people are trying to open it on their iPad before they unzip it. And you have to put it on your computer first, unzip it, and then put it in either in Google Drive or put it in Dropbox so that you can open it on your iPad. So this is what it looks like when you download it to your computer, and I'm on a Mac, so all I have to do is double click the zipped file and it unzips it for me. And now you can see I've got an unzipped folder. If you're on a Windows machine and you double click on the file, I believe it opens a window where you can see all the files that are in the zipped folder, and you can just drag and drop them out onto your desktop. So let's open up the file so I can show you some of the things that are included with the download. Of course, the iPlanner is included in the file. Something else I've included with the downloads now are stickers. These are stickers that range anywhere from tasks to playing to social media. There are 317 stickers. And as you can see, let me just scroll through so you can see what they look like. There's calendars, polka dots. I've got Etsy stickers, Evernote, social media, Google Plus, Instagram, laptops, some for meal planning, doctor's appointments. So you can see it's pretty well medication, push pins, there's Pinterest, and I also included a planner icon for those of you that schedule your planning. I plan for about 10 minutes every night and about an hour on Sundays. So all I have to do is just throw one of those stickers on the day for or whatever time I'm going to be doing my planning. And let's see, shower, sinking, clock, dentist, TV, Twitter. So you can see, oh, and here's some wine. There's some coffee and Starbucks. Got the teardrops for those of you that are tracking your hydration. And then there's also, I included some banners for keeping track of your tasks. And all you have to do is throw one of these on your morning, noon, or night, and you can just list your tasks here, and as you do them, you can cross them off. And I have made, let's see, there's polka dots, and there's some flowers, hearts, and I think some squares. Yep. And they're, of course, all different colors. So those are all in the file. And you get those to your planner the same way that you would get the paper clips or the bookmarks, any of the other stickers that you've been using in the store, the bee banners, the sticky notes. These stickers work the same way. And I'll show you that too when we get to my iPad. Something else I included in the folder is the spiral. And you'll see when we get to my iPad, this spiral will let you customize your covers. So even if you're not customizing covers on the iPlanner, you can customize your covers on any of the other notebooks that you have in your note-taking app. Now, one of the things is if your note-taking app doesn't allow you to use a transparent file, then the background of this is going to turn white. So you're going to see the spiral and then you'll see a white rectangle behind it. I use Goodnotes, and one of the reasons that I use Goodnotes is because they that app does allow you to bring transparent files into the application or onto your notes. And then, of course, the terms of use. And if you open the terms of use, you can also see there's some links in here to my blog and then also the YouTube channel so that you can watch more videos on how to use the iPlanner and some of the other things, some of the other products that are in the store. All right, so let's get over to the iPad. Let me turn on the app so you can see my iPad. I'll resize it so that everyone can see it better. All right, so this is my iPad. And like I said, I use Goodnotes for my note taking. So let's open up Goodnotes. And here you can see I have all three planners on my iPad because I've been testing the new ones. And then, of course, I've been using the daily since it came out early this year. So let me just show you what the daily looks like so you have a good idea of what all three planners look like. Let's go to one of the days. This is what the daily pages look like inside the daily iPlanner. And the daily iPlanner has about 750 pages in it because on the back of every day page, there's a note page. So here you can see August 5th and a note page, August 6th and a note page. And the daily pages have a section for tasks, contacts, you've got your month at a glance, and then of course you can schedule your appointments. All of the tabs are live, and then you've got your custom tabs across the top. These tabs are for putting custom sections inside your day planner. So for example, I keep my budget inside my planner. I keep my food journal, my meal planning, my task manager, and then I have some extra tabs that I use for big projects that I'm working on. So these you can customize for whatever you want to keep inside your iPlanner. And I've actually customized my tabs to where I've colored them using iDesign and just brought them into my planner so that they're not these plain blank tabs. And like I said, all the tabs are live, so you basically just tap and hold and then open the page, and that's how you navigate the planner. So if I want to go to January, I'll press and hold on January and then open the link, and that's what I'll tap. And now it brings me to the January month at a glance, and then depending on what day I want to go to, let's say I want to go to the 15th, I'll press and hold on the 15th, and open up the 15th. And all the planners work this way. So let's take a look now at the horizontal. And I was just playing around with the covers here. Like I said, you can customize your covers, and this is the spiral that comes separate. When you first open the planner, what you're going to see is a blank page and then the spiral. But if you add an image, it's going to cover up the spiral, so you need to replace the spiral on top of the image so that it looks more realistic. I've also added it to my bullet journal. Here you can see I use one of the 55 folders, and let's just get a closer look at that. So this is one of the 55 folders that's also available in the store. And what I did was I just put the spiral over the image. And here I can move it around. I can resize it. And I put it just right on the edge. And that makes it look like a spiral notebook. I try to make them as realistic as possible because I really, really miss using a traditional planner and having traditional tabs and pens and sticky notes. So I try to make it as realistic as possible because I've been so tempted to go back to a traditional planner and to do some of the fun things that I used to do, like decorate my pages and use color inks and things like that. But this way I have the best of both worlds. I can do all the same things that I used to do with my traditional planner with my digital iPlanner. All right, so let's open up the horizontal so that you can see. The horizontal and the vertical are both very similar. When you open them up, you're going to see the 2015-2016 at a glance. And of course, the planner starts in July, so these months are live. You'll just tap and hold and open the link. And that takes me to the month of July. And let's just go to today. And that opens the week of the 13th. And of course, today's the 14th. And this is what the horizontal view or layout looks like. And like I said, you can navigate the planner because through these tabs on the sides because they're live. Again, you have the customizable tabs along the top. On the vertical and the horizontal week at a glance planners, you only have 6, whereas on the daily layout, you have 8. And there just wasn't enough room for me to put 8 up here, otherwise they would have been really too small. So that's why there's only 6. If you want to get back to 2 years at a glance, you'll just tap and hold on the calendar and then open the link, and that will bring you back. Let's say we want to go to May 2016. Open the link, and I'll tap on the 19th. Open the link, and now I'm on the week that includes the 19th. And on the monthly views, you can also navigate just by swiping, like you're turning the page. And on the monthly views, if you want to get back to the 2 years at a glance, since there's not a little monthly calendar to tap and hold, you tap and hold on the year and open the link, and that takes you back to the 2 years at a glance. Okay, let's go look at the vertical now and see what that one looks like. And the vertical is actually what I decided that I'm going to use. It was very hard for me to decide because I'm used to using the daily and having all that room to write and then having the extra page behind it to take my notes. So I've had to kind of scale down. But the trade-off for me is I love being able to see a bird's eye view of my whole week. And then I don't fool myself into thinking on Monday that I've got this whole week to finish things and get sidetracked and procrastinate. When I see my whole week at a glance, I know on Monday that I need to stick to my plan that I made for Monday because I can see that Tuesday is full and Wednesday's full and so on. So that's what is really nice about seeing your whole week in front of you. So here's my cover, my custom cover that I made. It's not very fancy, but it's pleasing to look at these colors to me. And so that's the first page. When you get the planner, this, let me just move this out of the way. This is what it's going to look like. It's just going to look blank. And I had to add the spiral. And now I lost oh no, I lost my other cover. There it is. So I just kind of center this up. And the cover that's included, I've kind of put a little bit of a drop shadow on it to make it look more realistic. So there's my cover. And again, same as the horizontal layout, you have your 2 years at a glance. All the months are live from July 2015 to December 2016. And you have your same monthly at a glance layouts. Same areas are live. You've got your live tabs and then 2016 or 2015, depending on what month you're on or what year you're on. That is live. So I'll open the link and it's going to take me back to my 2 years at a glance. So let me show you what the weeks look like. Let's go to May, open the link, and then I'll go to May 12th. And this is what the vertical layouts look like. And I decided to use them because I'm thinking about using the section for priority. Actually, I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know if I want to use the sections for like personal and then my design workroom and then my digitally speaking website if I separate those into sections or separate the three sections out into priorities like top priority, high priority, and then things that I can move around later on, things that aren't that urgent. So I'm kind of on the fence how I'm going to do that. I've been testing it for a few weeks now, and I've tried both, and I really don't know which one I like better. But even though I'm still on the fence how I'm going to use the sections, I've been much more productive than I've been using the daily because the daily layouts don't let me see my week at a glance. And I do kid myself earlier in the week thinking I've got a whole week to get things done, and I really don't because I've got things going on all week long. Also, you've got this sidebar and the lines. I made the lines very, very light, and then I also put lines here at the bottom. And I started to think I was going to do my meal planning, or not my meal planning, my food journal down on the bottom. But then I went back to the food journal templates that I use. I remembered how it's so much easier for me to take a picture of what I'm eating than it is to write out everything. and my portions. So, and you don't really have enough room on these pages to do that. So I decided I'm going to stick with the food journal templates. And so I've made a section for the food journals. My other idea to use this area for is I always have my day planner in my hand. I rarely put it down. And if I'm talking with someone or if I'm making an appointment or if I'm on the phone, I can set the appointment using my planner, but later on, I want to make sure that it gets to my Google Calendar because I do use both. My my planner doesn't replace my calendar. My calendar is what notifies me of events that are coming up. And the way I have my calendar notify me, I've set it up to remind me a week in advance, a day in advance, an hour in advance, and then 10 minutes before because I'm so involved with things that I'm doing on my computer and one-on-ones with my students that I can very easily forget something that's coming up that is scheduled. My scheduled appointments that are actually have a time attached to them go on my Google Calendar. So if I write it down in my planner, which that's usually where it lands first, I write it down off to the side. Well, I used to write it down off to the side, but now I have an area that I can designate my things that I want to sync to other apps or my Google Calendar. And that's what I think I might use this area for. I may use this area just to list everything that I have to do this week, and then I can just drag and drop them into sections as I go through the week. So that might be how I'm going to use it. I'm still in the testing phase, customizing it to how I work. I can't wait to see how you guys are going to use these sections and the different layouts, and I would love to hear any suggestions that you have for using these different layouts. The month at a glance on the corner on the vertical views are live also, and just like on the horizontal, it's going to bring me back to the 2 years at a glance. And then the tabs across the top, they're live also. So whatever I put inside those tabs, I'll be able to navigate to those sections very quickly. And these are blank, so you can customize these covers as well. And here you can see I've already added my colored tabs that I made in iDesign. Let me just zoom in so you could see what they look like. iDesign comes with the shape already, and I just filled the shape with colors and I added a drop shadow so that it looks more realistic. And so now I have to go through my planner, and what I'll do is I'll lasso and copy, and I've already pasted them to all the sections. But what I need to do now is paste them to my week at a glance sections. All right, so here is the PDF outline inside Goodnotes, and that is another reason that I just love Goodnotes is it includes the PDF outline. Most note-taking apps don't include this. So this is already in the planner when you get it. And of course, here's the 6 tabs. And I've added an extra tab because I needed an extra section. And it was one of the tabs from my daily iPlanner. So it named it tab 6. That's the thing about the outline section. You can't change the names, but in the bookmark section, you can change the names and you can customize. And as you can see, I've already added several. And then these are my sections. I've got a section for the budget, and I've got my vision boards, my sermon notes, prayer journal, food journal, let's see, and then my tasks and my meal planner. And then in the beginning, what I did was I moved all my stickers and my icons and bookmarks, paper clips, all the stuff that I use in my planner that I was using on the daily, I moved here to the vertical weekly. So here's that section. And so that way I can just navigate to these stickers and get them and bring them to the page that I'm working on. So let me show you how you're going to use the stickers that come with the iPlanner. Oh, and one last thing, you can also navigate the planner by looking at the thumbnail. So here you can see everything that's in my new vertical week at a glance planner. And there's only, I think it only comes with like 103 pages because you've got your 52 weeks and then you've got your 12 months for the calendars and then your cover sheets and then the 6 tabs in the back of the planner. So these are all the pages. Every month has a new color. And then of course these are my food journal templates that I've added. I've added some recipes for my meal planning, my budget section. And these templates that you're seeing, they're all available in the store. And then here's my vision boards. And these are some different papers that are also available in the store. One thing I don't like is the most all the papers and everything are all portrait, and any emails or coupons that I import into my planner, they're also portrait, 8.5 by 11, and then these are landscape 8.5 by 11. So this drives me crazy looking at it like that, but I'm trying not to let it bother me. Now on the daily, you don't have that issue. The daily, you can scroll through the thumbnails and everything's the same size. So, but that just kind of makes me a little nuts looking at it like that, but I'll get used to it. All right, so now let me go to the first week of August. Oh, one more thing I want to mention is if the week ends in the middle of the week, it was a toss-up how I was going to do this. I actually tested out 3 different ways of doing this. What happens is the last week page includes the last full week that has July in it or the current month in it. And then you have the month at a glance for August, and then you have the rest of the week that's left over from July, starting with the first week in August. I did it the other way around where I had this week before August, but then if you want to get to August 1st or any day in the first week of August, you have to go to the month at a glance and then go backwards. So at least this way you're going forward. And then I also tried to where I split it up, but that kind of defeats the purpose as well because then you don't have your week at a glance. You have your July with the 31st on it and the rest of the page is blank, and then you go to the first week of August and then this section is blank. So that didn't work either. So this was the best way to try to do it. So I don't want you to think when you get to July 30th and then go, oh no, there's a day missing. It's not missing, it's behind the August calendar. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use the stickers. And the stickers, you use them the same way as you use the paper clips and the bee banners, the dewdrops, the sticky notes, the same way. So all I'm going to do is tap and hold on the screen, tap image, and here I'm going to go. I've put all my stickers in a folder in my Dropbox. Now I've started adding them to my photos so that if I don't have an internet connection and I'm on my iPad, I can still get to the stickers. But there's 317 stickers. It's going to take me a while to import them all into my photos. Let me tap on Dropbox, and we're looking for iPlanner stickers. Here's the folder, and all the stickers are in here. And that's one of the reasons that I'm adding all the stickers to my photo album, is because I can't see them here, but they are all labeled, so at least I can find what I need with the name. So let's say that I want to track my water. I'll go down here to the teardrop, and I'll get a purple teardrop. And if I was tracking my water down here, I'll just move it down here. Of course, I'm going to make it much smaller. I want to make it as small as the lined area. And now that I have one already on the page, I can just lasso it. And of course, you've got to have your lasso active to do that. And then I'll just tap on the lassoed area and copy, and then tap outside of the lasso area and paste. And so if I'm going to try to have 8, I'll go ahead. Oh, where did that go? Oh, there it is. It pasted it way up there. And then when you get a couple added, you can lasso a group so that it'll go a little faster. And then as you go through the day, let me activate my pen, and you can just cross them off. So that's how you get the stickers to the iPad, and that's the 2 new layouts and the existing layout. There's also a test sample in the store, so if you're not sure if it will work on your tablet or in your note-taking app, you can download the sample and try it out first, and then you can also see what the layouts look like up close so that you can decide which one is going to work best for you. One more thing before I wrap it up. The daily planner is 750 pages, so that planner won't be combined as far as 18 months like the weekly planners. The 2016 is not available yet for the daily planners. It's almost ready. And if you purchase the 2015 daily as of this weekend, which was July 11th and 12th. So if you purchase anytime after July 11th, then you will get 2016 free. So that way you can start planning now without waiting for 2016, and that way you're not buying 2015 in the middle of the month for full price. So that's how that one's going to work. It takes me a little bit longer to do that one because, like I said, there's so many pages inside that one. But it's the same price as the weekly. So go over to the store, check out all 3 layouts, and I will see you in the next video.